Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday, happy football weekend. But welcome back to another Magic the Gathering video. What you're looking at is probably my best deck, the one that I play the most. I definitely get most of my wins through this deck, but it is completely incomplete. Yeah, I just said that. We have, of course, the Chocobos. And that's a great package. I do have the Badgermole Cubs, but I am looking for different things. I'll probably add a seismic sense here. Probably get rid of the adventuring gear. I haven't found that I use this often, but when I do, it does a great job. I'll probably look to add some more hunter's talent. It's always nice to have removal. Chocobo Kick. I love this card, especially with having the Chocobos that gain every time you add a land. And then of course the Hydra. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this for sure. I just have one. I don't have a full set. I like Fenrir. It's a good budget card for this kind of deck. And then there's also Traveling Chocobo. I only have one. I do have two. Let me make sure. I might have three of those now, but I could be crazy. Nope, just two. And then a Bartz and Boko. So I may do on Tuesday a Final Fantasy jump in if they still have them. But one of the things I'm looking to do is, let's hop over here. I'm looking at this Eclipsed Kithkin to add to this deck. I do have the Nessian Horn Beetle that I can to move out of there because it's nice that it starts to get big, but it takes quite a few turns to get that way. Unless I'm able to pull out a Saj. But this also could be a target of the +1 and then double up from Saj. So I'm thinking about adding this one just because you can reveal a Kithkin, a forest, or plains, and if you have mana down the line, you you can bring this in. You might get another Kithkin, bring that in, and then bring in a land. That to me would be pretty strong because adding more creatures to your board and adding land to your landfall deck is going to be good. And it is hybrid mana, so I can play it in a green only deck. So that is what I'm looking at. Like I said, I want to do probably one jump in. I might look to do something with my lands, but I also might get that creature that basically brings in a Mutavault. I'll have to check out and see how that works as far as another land, another item that brings in more lands. Okay, so that is the mono green landfall deck. Again, a very nice budget deck. Takes me into gold every time, and as you can see, I am there currently, and that's what took me there. So let's go back into our decks. The other one I'm going to look at is the Reanimator deck. So in the Reanimator deck, I need to probably bring in one more Inspiration from Beyond. I probably will go down on the stabs and bring in the black removal. Actually, I gotta switch back over. And then I can look for the black removal. I don't want a Kithkin. I do not want creature. Too many things to uncheck. Where is it at? instant. The requiting hex. So I'm thinking about bringing in the requiting hex. I guess I can go back over here. So I'll probably bring in the requiting hex instead of the stab. I might keep a couple, but I don't see why I would not play the requiting hex. So that will probably be moved into this deck. I'm not sure how. I'll probably get a different spell as far as drawing cards. I do like having opt. Crow Shatter will probably go to the wayside. I'm not sure on Boomer and Basics. And of course, I'm going to look at all of the big boys to see which ones I want to remove and add in whatever I get. Or if there's something else that I can see that I need to put in here. I like the Dreadwing Scavengers and the Billowing Shriek Moth. I need to find a little bit more, I think. If these two cards go away, I'd probably put in two more of that, and then maybe have two opt and three cards. Not Chart of Course. It's okay, but it does discard a card, so that is good. So I'll have to check that out to be for sure. We'll look at upgrading the lands because I have not done any upgrades on lands on this one. So this deck will look different after I have gotten all my cards from Lorwyn. Then we have this new deck was garbage. Monoblex Sacrifice. I will take a look through this, see what we got, see if there's something I can add to this. Again, this is pretty budget. Of course, Sephiroth is not budget. I have three of those, but most all the other ones, are pretty budgety. I do like Judy, but there are times in games I feel like I don't do a lot with Judy, so that may go to the wayside. Alright, and last but not least, Goblins. So, in my Goblins deck, we have a decent deck. We have pretty good amounts for these. I'll probably look at combining these two. If there's something I can do that's better, we'll look to see. But if not, I'll probably end up with a 4 of. Probably move that out. Turn Inside Out. It's a 1 of, so I don't do much with it. I do like Cunning Maneuver. I may add a 4th one of these. Again, it's just a common, so. And then I will look. Let's switch back over here. Let's pop up red. Let's bring up a creature. And goblin. And red. I will probably keep this red. I do like the hexing squelcher, but I didn't really see a whole lot out of it whenever people were playing it in the creator day the other day. So I'll probably go through these and see if there's something. I like a 1-drop, but I don't really see any good 1-drops. And if for some reason I do want to build it, then we do have where we can add black. This is one of the better cards, Grub, but that kind of takes me, and Champions of the Weird, that kind of takes me in a little bit of a different direction. It is nice having a 2/1, so you do have to behold a goblin though, and this creature can't block. So it's a decent it's a decent card. So, but I haven't made up my mind on if I'm just going to keep it all red or if I'm going to be switching up and going red-black, which of course would mean that I would need to upgrade my lands. So we will see. Currently, I have 28 common, 36 uncommon, 21 rare, and 7 mythic to play with. I'm not going to play until Tuesday, whenever Lorwyn comes out, because I don't have any quest currently. I've already won. I won 4 games today, so probably Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll have 15. And my mastery pass, I ended up on 43. So I'm gonna try to make sure. Got another orb. Another 2 orbs. I have no idea what to use these on. Probably should use them on shrines, but I've not been. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see. Let's go with the Fire Lord. And let's go with Katara. Alright, so I spent all my things in the Master Pass. Like I said, I got to 43. I wanted to get to 49, but the whole last week has been just terrible for quest. I've only gotten the 500 quest like probably 8 out of 10 times. So I think I've only had 2 in like the last 10 days turn into 750s, and that drives me nuts because the extra gold would definitely be nice. I'm at 14,850. I plan on buying from the store. I'm gonna buy 10 packs for 10,000. That will leave me roughly 5K. I'll get that extra 250 right away. Then I'm going to do 1 jump in, and then I will look to do probably a few jump ins, hoping that I get some Lorwyn Eclipsed, and then we'll kind of go from there. And then of course, you know, the draft, the quick draft will come up in a week and a half or however soon they have it. And then I'm going to try and do 2 of those as well. So that is my plan for Lorwyn on Tuesday. I hope you all had fun at your pre-releases if you went. I did not go. I am going to pretty much focus on the arena only, and then we'll see what happens from there. And what I had before for you, I said I'm going to work on having 3 decks that are budget on arena and budget in paper, so that you can take it from arena. I'm going to try and stay $80 to $100. That would be 3 of them by the end of the year. Something else that I was thinking about working on is let's go to blue, let's go to creature, let's not have a goblin, let's have an elemental, and where are you at? Sunderflock. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest mana value among elementals you control. Flying, when this creature enters, if you cast it, return all non-elemental creatures to their hand. So I'm going to try and have, now let's go back into arena, because I do not have any of these yet. Nope. There we go. So I'm going to try and have 4 of these so that I can pop out, because this costs 7 and that's the way that that will look at that. They will probably be the only two creatures I have in the deck, and then it'll be a bunch of counters, bouncing stuff, some of the simple removers, remove. So that's something I'm thinking about working on, but we will see. Nobody likes a big no deck, as Legend VD just had put out a big blue or blue deck, but its only creature was the Jin. Where are you at? I guess I should. And that was from Foundations. The Tempest Jin. That's the only creature that he has in his big blue no deck. So, kind of using that, except I would have 8 creatures. So that's what I'm looking at possibly doing. We'll see. You know, whenever you get 10 packs plus then the golden pack, things might change because I'll get some more rares and mythics. I will have, so I am 3 away, so I'll get 2 more rares. I think that my next one is rare. I wish there was a way to tell, but I think I'll have 2 rares, and then of course I'll only have 1 more uncommon. So that's what I'm going to work on. I hope this helps. I know there's a lot of videos out about what to craft and what not to craft. I always look at it like everybody's got a different set of cards that they're dealing with. You know, not everybody has the same rares. I just kind of guide with what I have and, you know, keep trying to save so that I have plenty of wild cards to build more decks. But, as you saw, these are the main decks. Oh yeah, one other thing. Something you might want to think about is making elementals, fairies, merfolk, goblins, and elves, just so that whenever you get your cards, you can throw them into there, and then you can see what you got. That's going to do it for me. Oh, this is that deck that LVD played, so I can make it, but it requires a lot of cards. It would use up a large chunk of my uncommon. And I might go card by card and create, and then add in the Edinburgh Crab and the elemental that throws every other element, everything else that's not an element away. So that's why I'm keeping that. So we will see. Tuesday is the big day. I'm looking forward to it. No matter how much WotC screws up and puts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pre-release cards are, you know, I don't know what they did. But anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you are well rested and ready to have some fun on Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. Please do me a big favor. I'm getting close to 50 subscribers. I'd really like to hit that number as soon as possible, and hopefully we can start taking off from there. I'm going to try to make sure that I have 3 Magic videos per week going forward. And again, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Have a great day.